And here's one of my problems. My plan was to come up here, clip this, and hopefully go use a shark bite adapter to go to this copper line here, like cut it off above the polybutylene. But the problem is, you can see it goes up to the solder joint, then it reduces down to some other size right here. I'm not sure what size that would be. Perhaps 5/8, but there's no way to know for sure. The other problem is it's so tight up against this other valve or this other manifold, it's going to be almost impossible to get a cutter there. If I could get a cutter around there, it would be alright, but even with my tight cutter, it's not going to do it. So I got to think through this, guys. Do I leave it? What I could do, I hate to do it, is either one, buy a whole new setup here, which these cost about $100-something bucks. I was hoping not to buy that, and I could use the money I saved for a tub. A new tub's probably $300 bucks, $400, $500 bucks. So that's the decision I need to make. I need to think about it. Another idea I just had was to cut very close to the polybutylene and then just using a polybutylene PEX, the polybutylene shark bite right here to adapt so it's just this small little area being polybutylene, and maybe plumbing won't pass the inspection. If not, I could tell the inspector, bloop, cut it off. Another option is to put a PEX 1/2-inch valve right here, 1/2-inch valve to shark bite adapter, 1/2-inch valve, shark bite adapter, and then if the inspector says, hey, you can't do that, turn the valve off, cut off the thing, and say it's out of service, and then we'll just move forward with either replacing this or scrapping the tub. Decisions, but you don't know until you're there and you can see it. So that's just about how half of this plumbing stuff is. The other thing is, look, this old valve, looks like there's some, either, this could be from just a solder joint being badly done and not wiped off and it corroding, or this could be corrosion of this thing, which means it could be headed for a leak, you know, down the road anyways. All right, I'm gonna go research some prices. After seeing the crappy state of the existing faucet, I caved and had to go ahead and buy a new replacement faucet. Here it is in its radiant glory, the Glacier Bay gardentub faucet, and wouldn't you know, it actually works, and that's all I'm looking for at this point. So let's take a look inside. And here we go inside the access panel. So here's my shutoff valve. I have a hot and a cold here. Just put a piece of wood down and use those clamps to give it some rigidity. It switches to a braided tube, and that goes up to your cold side handle that goes through the top of the tub there. It just got a hole it extends down into here, and you have a retainer ring that you just screw on and it just pinches the top of the tub and keeps it steady. So that cold line also has a braided line come out and go to the center. So that's your mixing chamber right there. You got your cold and your hot coming together. And that's where the water comes out into your main tub there. And this on the other side is the hot side. It's just the exact same thing. One from the supply and one coming in for the mixing tube. And that is essentially it. All you had to do is connect all that together with some wrenches. It's pretty easy. Here's another thing I wanted to show. My tub was very flimsy, so I just cut a board and put that in there because that's the kids' diving board when they get out of the tub. I was afraid it was going to break. And yet those are credit card shims and glue. So really classy operation. Also, you can see all the crap that the builder leaves in there. These are the sheetrock tape pieces, I guess. Surprise! Your builder does not care about you. But that's also the void in that wall that I would have had to claw through if I decided to cut a hole in the wall instead. So I think I made the right choice with the access panel. And that is the complete installation. Some of you might ask what this little thing is. Well, the existing faucet had a stabilization pin that, once it was removed, left a hole in the top of the tub where water could get in. And this is just a screw this roughly the same color as the new faucet. Let me know if that's an acceptable design choice or not. Something else, this thing is loud. The valve noise was just a little too much, so I ended up taking some fiberglass insulation and stuffing it in there to cut down the noise a little bit. Not perfect, but better. And enjoy your new garden tub faucet. If this video wasn't too boring for you, please check out some other ones.